Did you know that Australia once waged war against birds? Yes, it really happened. Welcome to another captivating episode of Fascinating History, where we unravel the curious case of the Great Emu War. Picture this. It's 1932, and farmers in Western Australia are facing a peculiar yet significant problem: the invasion of 20,000 emus in their farmland. In this video, we'll explore the origins, the battle, and the bizarre outcomes of Australia's famous conflict against these towering, flightless birds. Let's rewind to the early 1930s. Australia is still feeling the aftermath of the Great Depression, and many war veterans are trying to make a living through farming. They have been allotted land by the government in Western Australia under the Soldier Settlement Scheme. However, these lands border a large, arid region perfect for the native emu population. With the agricultural conditions proving challenging, these farmers soon find themselves up against a new enemy. Enter the emus. Each year, as part of their natural migration patterns, emus move into farmland in search of food and water. But in 1932, the problem escalates. A drought in search of sustenance drives an astounding 20,000 emus toward the crops, further straining the already struggling farmers. The farmers, desperate and distraught, appeal to the government for help. And in an unusual twist, the Minister of Defense decides that military intervention is necessary. Enter Major G.P.W. Meredith and his men, armed with Lewis machine guns. The stage is set for a most unorthodox battle, a government-sanctioned war against birds. Exciting, isn't it? But let's slow down and introduce Major Meredith, a resilient character of military stature, tasked with the resolution of this unusual crisis. His singular goal is clear: stop the emus by any means necessary. Sounds like an action hero from a movie, right? In reality, Major Meredith becomes famously quoted for his unexpected remark: "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world." Such was the emu's resilience. What's intriguing is the emu's guerrilla tactics. Split into smaller groups, they moved sporadically, causing frustration among the armed soldiers. As word spread, journalists began calling it the Emu War, and it captured the public's attention nationwide. Within a few days of battle, it became evident that armed troops against emus was not the effective solution that the government had hoped for. The emus zigzag, scatter, and run faster than ever, becoming nearly impossible to hit. Out of over 2,000 rounds fired, only a fraction of the birds are taken down. Talk about an anticlimax. The troops withdraw, feeling quite defeated. Fast forward. By the end of 1932, the soldiers concede defeat. The birds have outmaneuvered them, sustaining comparatively minor losses. While the operation was deemed a failure, the incident highlighted the resilience and cunning of these native creatures. Several theories speculated why the emus won. Some highlight the inadequacy of military tools against the natural prowess of the birds. Others mention the unpredictable nature of the region as a challenge. A more humorous perspective highlights flawed strategies and overconfidence. Major Meredith's mission stands as a testimony to the uniqueness of environmental challenges and the ironies of human intervention. The Great Emu War serves as a reflection point, demonstrating the necessity of adapting our approaches to complex problems. Whether tackling a natural challenge, fostering sustainable practices, or working with nature rather than against it, history continually teaches us valuable lessons in humility and adaptability. Today, the Emu War is both a historical curiosity and a lesson in the unpredictability of traditional strategies. While not the proudest chapter in military history, it remains a fascinating episode that conjures humor, amazement, and disbelief from modern onlookers. In conclusion, the legacy of the Great Emu War lives on, not in the annals of triumph, but as a reminder of the oddities and intricacies of historical events that shape who we are. And perhaps the emus, in their wild, unobstructed beauty, left us with an eternal message: some battles simply aren't meant to be won.